Hi everyone, Sarah here. So, a funny thing about technology is that some weeks it fights against you. Unfortunately, the beginning of our audio with the game summary and player introductions was lost. But that gives us an opportunity today to test out something new. So, please lend us your ears as our lovely GM recaps our last session and we head directly into today's game. If you prefer this format over our usual player introductions, let us know using the Ask a Question feature over on Spotify. We look forward to hearing your feedback as we turn some lemons into lemonade. And now, on with the show.
Last week, our intrepid band of adventurers, after donning new names, and some new faces, followed Annalise to her home in Ladros. With refugees in tow, they made their way to a secret hideout and met with Fenris, a member of a rebellion group called the Serpents. After securing safety for their temporary traveling companions and meeting a colorful crew of other serpents, they knew they needed to make money, as they had been left with none when they were shunted into the future. After doing a few simple delivery jobs for Fenris, he mentioned a bigger, higher-paying one. A job that involved a stolen artifact and a tiefling named Alrig Zovas, a name that seemed to shine a light to Titus's past. As Dahlia is out playing with Peanut, Frank and Titus with Annalise are in Fenris's shop. He will pull out a dossier and hand it to you. This is all we know. He'll mention he is a very wealthy man. His family always into fine good trading, textiles, jewelry, precious metals, precious gems, anything and anything. Everything and anything that makes the upper class seem rich. We have also reason to suspect that he may have connection to a unlawful trade of stolen artifacts. We're not sure yet. We don't have solid evidence, but a gentleman of his description has been seen in a few shady tradings. And while he himself may not be a big of a match, he fences, he likes fencing and jousting and all that stuff, and he also likes fine entertainment, art, theater, music. But he does travel with another man, hobgoblin, named Kurg Draknar. He hired this man about 2 decades ago. They've been together for a while. He had a few attempts on his life, Alric did, when he was in his 20s. He's now in his 40s. Him and Kurg has been traveling together ever since. I'm not sure what it is about their relationship, whether it's good pay, actual loyalty, blackmail, anything else, but Kurg has not once betrayed Zavos. This man has been taken before by others who have Zavos as their main prize, and even through unwilling persuasion, we shall say, Kurg has never given up Zavos. And while he is a formidable opponent on the battlefield, he's also prized by the family for his, should we call it, militaristic knowledge. He's also now the head of the Zova security team. He will oversee bodyguards and other guards for the Zova's family in general. He has a very logistical mind. We don't know much about his efforts before working for the Zovas, but I believe word was that he was a mercenary before then.
So basically, you just want us to go and acquire the artifact, bring it back here, help, people escape, the usual shit?
Yeah, the usual shit. You make it sound a lot easier. I like that about you.
Well, we just go take something, try not to die in process, it should be fine.
But I have everything written here for you. If you would like to share that with your other friend, I assume playing with their dog.
Yes, but should we maybe I don't know, go grab Dahlia, head downstairs, go somewhere quiet, have conversation about all this?
If you'd like, yes.
At least I'll head outside and go find Dahlia.
I think it's just you and Frank there currently.
No, I'm thinking he's outside. I can't move my
Oh,
that's my bad.
okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, I thought the three of us were in there and one was outside. Oh.
No, Titus and you are inside. Frank and Dahlia are outside.
Titus had gone downstairs to do Titus things.
Yeah, this is just personally to you, Annalise.
Got it. That makes more sense now. Yeah, Annalise will go grab the pair outside and fill them in.
Dahlia will come inside and say, "Should we go collect Mr. Titus? Where is he?"
Well, I believe he went downstairs. I don't know quite what he was doing, but if we go down there, I could maybe find a bit of a quiet space for us that, things are not overheard.
Very well.
She'll lead the way downstairs and just go find Titus.
If it helps, and Fenris will say before you all leave downstairs and looks at Dahlia and Frank. He did leave a little angry, I think.
Understandable. Don't worry. He'll set down the teapot for Fenris. It's chamomile.
Thank you. And you see that as you come back down to the rocky room of the hideout, there's nobody there other than the older dragonborn woman that you saw, Cautious, or Mama, for those that want to call her something more familiar. And she's just reading a book, and she just gives a wave as you'll come in. It's like, your friend went that way, and she'll point this way.
Thank you. Do we have any supplies for like a sourdough?
Oh dear, I have a sourdough starter in the kitchen.
Fantastic. If it's alright to intrude upon your kitchen, I'll make some later tonight.
She will look at you, and you see a face of a woman that's lived a long life, whose eyes, these brilliant purpley blue eyes of a dragonborn, that just look into your soul almost. Alright. Just don't mess up my kitchen, alright? There's a system for everything.
Of course, an organized kitchen is like an organized alchemy lab.
Sure, whatever comparison you'd like to make, young man.
Yes. Gotta scuttle after everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're the best.
Oh, I know, dear. I know. Yeah, Titus, you had come down. There was a list. There was a dagger.
Currently sitting on a chair by a desk, just staring into a candle flame. He is repeatedly dragging the dagger tip along the desk, and it's catching every single notch in the wood. So you just hear a, and then he just resets. But each click is right next to a name on the list.
Lucy's gonna walk up and give him a kiss on the cheek. You know, it's not nice to destroy the property of other people that are helping you.
There is a moment where he just blinks back. He was very absorbed into this list. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't quite know that I was doing that. Any word? There's a very strained smile on his face.
Apparently so. I think Annalise has the info, but...
Oh, good. Goody gumdrops.
Yes, are you, okay first before I go telling you everything?
Given that my trail for this went cold a little bit while back, I'm perfectly fine, actually. Please, spill the details.
Okay. Sure.
Before you do, Titus. He goes over and kind of takes the blade, pulling it from your hand.
No, my knife. I only have one of those.
Do not dull your blade on something so frivolous.
Oh. It's fine. It's... A blade is too good for them.
Poison's better. Yeah, I got it.
Poison's
But we cannot kill this one. You understand that, right?
I know, it'll blow our cover.
It'll bring harm to this town. We can leave. These people can't.
I will be fine.
All right. Now, down to what Annalise has learned. You'll just set the blade next to the candle.
Well, yes, I believe it is sounds simple enough. We need to go, we need to get a key. Key should look, like a cube, as far as I am aware. We need to get it from this Alex Zavos person who will be at the establishment we were at earlier.
Alaric Zavos. He's usually with someone now.
He is. He's normally with like a hobgoblin friend of his. We know little bits about this person, only that he seems to be rather loyal to Zavos. Like he's not going to go against him as far as we know, but we don't know why. So maybe this person could be persuaded in a way. I don't know.
Too messy.
Loyalty is hard to break if it's long term, especially with so many unknown factors. It took me a matter of months to even pry out information from other loyalties. You said there was a cube.
Yes, and similar, I think, like same as what we saw earlier. From the young orcish gentleman that you threatened quite severely, actually.
And that one's getting delivered to... Lucy just points up towards the store floor.
And she'll just nod, yeah.
Are they the same material? Do we know?
I am unsure. I would assume so, but I am unsure. Maybe we could double check before we go, but we need both of these.
We should at least get our hands on that one so we can study it. Anthony, if you can replicate the materials of that one, could you set up somewhere to work so that you're ready to go when we get the second?
Yeah, I mean, something cube-like and depending on an intricate pattern. Yeah, I can probably do it in a day.
Doesn't have to be magical. Just needs to be a replica that they won't immediately suspect.
Depending on the material, it's easy to make a cast iron or, a slip cast and lost casting process. Within 4 hours, I could have it done.
See if there's a way to get that down to 3.
Okay. I mean, it only has to do with wax and plaster and building the mold, but sure, 3 hours.
You can figure it out, I'm sure. And she gives Anthony a sly smile.
Yes, I can figure it out.
Do we think that Fenris can get us a job? Or me a job?
As in a job where?
At that bed and breakfast or hotel or whatever you want to call that thing?
I'm pretty sure Fenris could get you a little position in there. This gentleman should be there for a couple days, so, perhaps that might be a good plan.
Something with access to the rooms, maid service, or something else.
What does this gentleman like? What is his...
Seems to be into more like the finer things. He likes, fine music. Also seems to be quite into a couple of fighting techniques, fencing, for example.
Good sport.
Yes.
Lovely looking person. Something artsy.
Yes, that sort of type. He seems to be more like, collector of certain things. We believe he's been involved in several of these shady deals going on. I don't even believe he knows what he is in possession of. I think he is just there to trade different artifacts, making, something of himself in a very horrible place. But, sorry, yeah, go for it.
Does he like music?
He does like music.
Anthony, can you make a music box or a magical instrument for our bard friend here? Something that'll look enticing and artifact-like enough to tempt him?
He goes to reach for something that kind of curses himself. Yes, I was going to give you my music box, but I'll make a new one.
If we can get him out of the building long enough, at the end of 3 days, once we know what he likes specifically, we can potentially have him sit down for a concert while someone else goes through his things in his room.
We could probably take most things to him. Although it is quite nice to, have that control, get him into a place that we want currently isn't quite a good place for us. There is, this artifact of his, he probably has it somewhere secure. I don't feel like he is silly enough to have it on his person. But perhaps we have yourself working there, and maybe we get some sort of performance or something in the bar area. Something to distract him. While you look through his room, his possessions, and try to locate this item.
I think luring him out to another bar would be a better option. That way, there's more time between him leaving the establishment and me getting caught. It'll be my neck on the line if I'm found.
That is true.
We do have to worry about his bodyguard.
Sounds like the bodyguard goes where he goes. So get him out of there, keep him going long enough. Should be fine.
The fact that he likes the finer things, the establishment he's staying in is the nicer place in town. I do not think he may be type to go to a lesser establishment.
He will if the finer thing is in that establishment, because there's no rooms available in his current location. We bill you as a bard of great renown who's only playing one night in town before moving on. With some mystical instrument in your possession, might be enough to lure him out.
That sounds like a good plan. If we put this idea into his head, this sort of, this musician in town is, sought after, one night only sort of thing. If we also make it that there are some, important seats and places available, he may be more inclined to come and to be, looked after, enticed to stay. Then we keep him there as long as possible. You check all of his possessions. Worst can happens, if he brings the artifact with him, we will have to figure out other plan to get it from him.
Make it something bearing benefit of a charity. Rich people love charity events.
They do, yes. That is good plan. Okay. We could do this. We could definitely, Fenris could certainly get some information out, the word out about town, and we could sort out a venue that this would be good and make sure that people in there are going to be safe as well. I am not setting up a trap for him if it will endanger other patrons of these places.
Well, It sounds like he has his own network, so fill him with his people. They know what they're getting into. They act as our backup. Have him get flyers and posters up around town about it by the end of the day today. That way, when I walk in there, new maid, new job, it'll already be established that it's happening. It would make sense for me to be excited about it if people already know.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, yes. Tell Fenris we get this sorted. This seems foolproof. I feel like nothing can go wrong with this.
You'll need clothes.
I do normally wear clothes, so
You'll need high-end clothes. You'll need something of nobility, something of worth, something of... Who's that tiefling lady that we met? The one that... Adore.
Yes, I'm sure I can borrow something from Adore. What do you mean high-end? I look high-end. And she'll look down, and you see obviously she's wearing this sort of little like leather bodice and a plethora of ripped fabrics coming off the bottom. Like she looks like she's kind of gone through a few bushes backwards.
High in for a back alley, maybe, but not for a courtly lady.
Wow. Well, I will go and ask Adore for some of her clothes, okay? And
make sure you wear something gold. Nothing silver.
Nothing silver, got to be golden. Anything else?
A hairpin.
A hairpin, okay.
No earrings.
Do you want to just dress me?
Yes.
Anthony? Okay.
I am a very good fashion merchant, despite me being an artificer.
This is why I never allow him in my room. I'm sorry in advance.
Oh, it's okay.
We'll get you a bone corset whale. I'm sure that's a bit more expensive, but it'll make you look nice. Let's go.
And she's like kind of coming out with them, being like, I still need to be able to breathe to perform.
Don't worry, we'll loosen around the diaphragm. You'll be fine. Let's go. Kind of drags Annalise away.
Yeah, she'll be dragged.
Lucy's gonna look to Titus. Well, you've been quiet throughout all that.
No, it seems that you all have things figured out. I didn't think my input was quite necessary.
It's always necessary. Do you think you can handle going in there, or should we station you on a rooftop?
It's been a very long time since I have heard any of the family's names, and out of the blue, out of nowhere, here one is. It makes my arm hurt, Lucy.
I understand.
And knowing that there's one of them here within reach and I cannot do anything about it, I think that's a bit more unbearable than anything. But we have a cover to maintain, and I, for one, think I am less hot-headed than when we first met.
Well, I don't know about that. But you are still a redhead, and we're going to have to hide that if there's someone in town who might be able to identify you.
Oh, I've already taken care of that. I have some ink that I will use with my wash tonight and probably don the hair color. If anything, I'll throw the hood on. And he'll pull out a bandana, fold it over so that there's like a little triangle that's sticking out and tie it over his head so it's covering one eye.
Do you have any extra ink? Because I'm going to need to hide someone else too. And she holds up Peanut.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about using dyes on animals.
We can find a vegetable-based dye.
True.
He sticks out too much for him to move safely with us, though. At least while we're here.
We could find some beets and make them red.
We could try it, but I think that might turn the blue parts more purple. We're going to have to use a bit of color theory, but I can send our generous host a list, see if it can be purchased inconspicuously, if you don't mind helping later.
No, I'll do what I can.
You want your hair shorter?
He'll reach into a back pocket and pull out a whetstone, take the dagger off the desk and start sharpening it. I think that might be best.
I'll find some shears. Pick a style. You'd look good with some braids. And she'll pat him on the shoulder and head out.
As they leave, Titus reaches underneath the desk and he'll pull out a small crate that he's been working on. There are 4 tankards inside of it, and he'll slide that to the side, reach over to the other side of the desk and flip open a bag and start reaching inside of it. There's some tools, and he just gets to work.
Okay. Could definitely do that. As you are working on your tankards and tools, Annalise, Frank, and Dahlia, as you walk out, you do see that it seems that Cassius is in the kitchen, and two people have joined, at least the living area. The paler elf gentlewoman, you're not sure, and Adore as well is there, who seems to be talking the ear off this person while they just sit quietly reading the book. And so I told him, darling, you'll have to take me out to dinner first. It was great. And the other person just looks and just nods and then goes back to their book.
Adore.
That's my name.
Anthony will approach, hands clasped in front of him. I have a favor to ask of you, and it's a fashion favor.
You could definitely use the help. I didn't want to say anything, but...
I know, darling, I know, but it's not for me. It's for Princess Annalise.
My dear Annie, what's wrong with her? She's beautiful
I need her
in
to
every
look...
way, shape, or form.
She's a flattering figure, but I need her to look royalty, flashing, courtly bard, rather than a backyard performer.
It really does not matter what she looks like. When you hear her music, you'll forget all about that.
Thank you, Adore.
You're very welcome, my dear.
Now, kind of pats Annalise. I appreciate the input, but I'm fishing for something, and Annalise is helping me.
All right. What do you need?
Something, turns to Annalise, form-flattering. No earrings. We need to draw the face upwards, so a hairpin, hair up. Nice bodice, but nothing too firm around the diaphragm. A nice front piece, I would say.
Are you looking for attention or just general? Just attention? Okay.
Attention in the
well,
front.
good luck with that, okay? Good luck.
Darling, I have so many tricks to make you look bigger than you are. It's fine.
Don't worry.
A couple of socks, a few bras. It's all right.
We're looking for a corset.
What type?
Bone whale. I know they're a bit sharp, but flattering, lovely.
You see the pale elf look up from their book and looks at Annalise and looks at you. Don't do whalebone.
Whalebone is the height of fashion.
They look to Annalise. It will stab you. Looks back to their book.
Stabbing comes with the hazards of fashion.
Just shrugs. Goes back to their book.
So Adore, no whalebone.
No whalebone.
No whalebone.
Fine. Cords it is.
It's too delicate, and she has to, breathe, have a certain breathing manner of her diaphragm, her back, and everything to sing. Much too much movement for whalebone. But I do have a regular bone corset.
That'll do.
It's wyvern bone. It's a lot sturdier, but still has a nice form-fitting figure.
Could you make the laces silk?
I'll see what I have. Are you looking
Fantastic.
to buy new clothes, or would you just like to borrow something?
I was thinking borrowing first as we're short on funds, but if you want to help contribute to this...
Darling, I don't give my money away for free.
I figured as much. And your expertise
Anthony,
are
do not
warranted.
make promises to Adore. You don't know what you're promising.
It's fine. This song and dance has started long ago.
Ooh, a song and a dance. Is there dinner too?
I'm hoping. Anyways, something nice, elegant, something that would put her here but not here, regal but unattainable.
All right. Darling, my darling Annie, pick a color.
I've already been told that the color is gold.
Gold. We don't want to dress you in old gold. That's too gaudy.
No, it's just thinking a nice neck piece.
How about
Maybe like purple.
Purple's too royal.
I don't know. Blue, pink, yellow, indigo. I don't know any more colors.
I think blue would really make your eyes pop. How about this? I have a lovely neck piece, gold with sapphires, and matching, not earrings necessarily, but ear cuffs, which will bring the face upward.
That would work. And bring the element of majestic elegance.
Yes. And we can let's do an updo with your hair. We'll leave the shoulders bare, give a little bit more skin, but less scandalous than, anything else. But we can go full scandalous if you want.
Oh, I like that. I like those scandalous.
We are not
We have
doing full
options.
scandalous.
Oh. Why
It
doesn't
has
do
to be
all the time?
elegant. It has to be a piece of art, not scandal.
It could be elegant and scandalous.
Darling,
The dress
it
is
is
going to be
the
the
most
art.
finest pieces of art that have caused scandals over the years. Thank you very much.
A belt. Something hidden beneath the front piece. It would be nice, pulls the waist in.
The corset will already do that.
Yes, but we want to look the hips nice.
Yes, but we can drape fabric over the hips. If we add a belt, that'll be too heavy, not flowy enough.
At this
You're
point,
right.
you're going to get me for like the next 20 minutes or so. If you cannot figure out something to put on me, I will go like this.
Darling, I have something that'll make you seem like the beautiful flows of waves, with treasure glittering in its edges.
I can't wait to see you work, Adore.
No one can, really.
I'll leave her to your capable care. I have plaster and work to do.
Yes, I believe you have a deadline at 3 hours, I believe, and that was a little while ago though, so I think you're down to like 2 hours and like 45 minutes.
That's fine. I only actually need an hour to do all this. I just wanted a 4-hour window, mostly to nap.
Anthony, I'm standing right behind you.
He'll look over his shoulder. I want a nap. Fine, no nap. I just need plaster.
Thank you. Does anyone have a pair of hair shears that I could borrow? One of my associates needs a haircut.
I do.
Thanks.
I have a full kit, should you want one. Should you want to use it?
I just need a pair of shears, thank you.
All right. And she'll leave to go to the other room, and she comes back with this. There's a few different shears, but she'll take one out. It's like, here you go, dear.
Thank you. Lucy will turn and go back to Titus.
Now, Annie, are we keeping your hair red, or are we changing it up?
I was going to keep it red, yes.
Keep it
Why?
red.
Is there something
Perfect.
wrong with my hair?
Oh no, your hair's lovely.
It's more attractive.
So it'll pop out against the blue. So I will have to go and run a few errands. I have a bachelor of sorts in town that lets me borrow their house from time to time.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Mm.
If you can
Swear.
borrow our hairpin, something with pearls.
Pearls and sapphires.
Yes, you read my mind. Adore, you are perfect.
I know. Perfect in every way.
Kind of takes her hands and kisses them. I do want to talk to you further about other things. It's been so long since I've just had a nice courtly conversation with anybody.
Oh, dude, I am an expert in courtly conversations.
I know, you've swept me off my feet already.
That's true. I mean, I don't need to do much to do that to people. But
I'm making sourdough bread later tonight if you want to stop by for a small dinner.
I do. Yes. But it'll have to be a little later. I will take my time with Alice. Not that you need Darling, she'll look to Annalise. You are a natural beauty, but we'll just enhance that.
That's okay. You know I have no issue spending quality time with you.
I know, no one really does. But, would you like to change here? I could probably have, where are you going with this? What are we doing?
Okay, so I need to be able to perform music.
Okay.
So this is for a music performance, some singing, some dancing, something that is high end, something that looks, unique. It is to catch the attention of a gentleman. Not necessarily in the way that you tend to attract their attention, but more just to keep them there, make them feel like this is something special, something...
Entice them with your music and your looks.
Exactly.
Hold them in a moment in space while the only thing they see is you, the only thing they hear is you, and it is a moment that will last a lifetime.
Yeah, what you just said, yes, that. Maybe I need to work on my performance.
Certain things come natural to certain people. But if you are trying to make an entrance, there's a nice carriage I could give you, or an entourage. You need an entourage?
I will never say no to an entourage.
I could be your entourage, but I wouldn't want to take away your stardom. But I could dress down. Maybe wear a mask.
If you introduce Annalise, they'll stir up a great fuss. After all, somebody of your stature bringing in a high-end bard would be the highlight of this town.
That is very true.
Posters! As he turns around, it's supposed to be posters.
Posters.
What is your stage name, Annalise?
Well, until now it's been Annalise. So maybe we might want to change that to something a bit more, noble. Something a bit more interesting.
Well, I will make you look like a glittering treasure in the waves. Maybe something nautical? Seafaring.
The Siren Songs of Annalise.
The Siren Songs of Annalise. Something more... How about we call you the Siren?
The siren, I like that. That is interesting.
The simpler it is, the more effective it is. Plus, certain... I don't know what to say. All men, but men do tend to traverse, what's the word? Gather around things that are simpler, sound simple, but look complicated. And I will make you look like the most complicated treasure box there is.
You know what? Fine. Yes, let's do this. I am all yours, my lovely Adore. We will do this, and it will do very well for this wonderful new group of friends.
Oh, mine. Oh, music to my ears. And with that, we'll move over to Dahlia and Titus in the room. You have a fresh pair of shears. They're very lovely, very sharp still.
So, did you decide what you want? Titus? Hello? Waves her hand in front of his face.
Oh, sorry. Hi. What was that?
Did you decide what you want? Haircut.
Oh, right. Yes.
Do you want me to just pick for you?
Yeah, please. I have no idea what to do with my hair. That's why I let it grow.
Fair enough. come here. And she will grab a sheet off of the bed and throw it around his shoulders. Oh, I'm thinking something just above the ears. Still parted down the middle, just kind of brushing the tops.
If I were to make one request, please no bowl cuts.
I'll layer it a little bit. Take it in nice and tight down here. And she'll rub her hands from like the top of his ears down to the neck. You'll be able to blend in with any of the farm hands in town. And you can also slick it back for a more sophisticated style. It'll be more versatile than ponytail or braid.
I do keep it a little long because of and he'll kind of reach around and pull his shirt sleeve a little, and you can see the burn marks tracing up his neck.
Shoulder length then.
Please.
However, I do think you'd get more of the ladies if you let that show. Just saying.
It's an identifying feature, which I do not like to tout around.
Fair enough. I could also shave a lightning bolt into the side of your head if you want. Make you 10% faster on Thursdays.
No, you have to shave in fire decals. That's how you go faster. Or you make, Sorry, I trust your judgment, Lucy.
All right. Don't worry, I won't let you look silly. I still have to be seen with you in public, even if I do look ridiculous myself.
You make me look silly? I can do that myself, thank you very much. I am strong, independent, and a goose.
Believe me, we're well aware. Although I think Anthony's given you a run for your money, you just missed the most hideous conversation about what to dress Annalise as.
Sorry, I was, look over to working on something.
Lucy looks at the table. What's there?
There are 4 tankards with what looks like the tops have been sealed off with a round bit of metal. And what looks like carved into the handle are like little spring triggers.
Grenade or Molotov cocktail?
Neither. It depends on which ones. The ones marked with an S are... Well, the ones marked with are rope shot, and the other one is the ones marked with C are for caltrops.
Ooh, I want one of those.
They're specifically... they require little training. Way back in the day, I had to use these instead of magic, and it was temperamental at best. Most of the time I shot myself with the caltrops, and that was not fun. Though I could hug someone real good.
I'll have to have you show me how that works.
So, as we are talking fashion and I'm talking hair and traps, within the hour you can have these free ones as long as you have the materials. Anthony, what did you want to make for this replica? That'll depend on how long it will take you.
He'll need to know the material of whatever the cube key is, but to make the cast, he'll need wax and plaster, mostly to cast the thing in. Basically the lost wax process to cast another object to replicate that object. If he can't come by plaster, he will use clay, but he prefers plaster. But he needs the object to do these castings.
Yeah, we're pretty much just prepping for that part.
Yeah. It is Raven was already in town. You get the sense that this delivery will not take too long. You can definitely ask Fenris for it. With the casting and everything, I will say, because it's not like a regular formula, let's kind of like play with the rules of crafting, because we actually have rules of crafting here in Pathfinder. So I would say with that, it will take you a few hours once you have the key itself.
Yeah, it'll be a 2-part mold from what You tapped into my ceramics knowledge.
But you can get plaster and clay if you like. Fenris can introduce you to the smithy in town. It will take a few hours, generally about. I'm going to give it 3 to 4 hours to create the cast, create the mold, and all that. And with Askin Fenris, it is not an issue to get this key as long as you stay within the vicinity of the shop.
Yeah.
Now, I will have you make me, as you get this key, we'll do crafting.
Yeah, because I don't think occultism would be.
We'll do crafting just for the material sense of recalling knowledge on this. If you'd like to learn more, then we'll see those rolls. But you can get the other key. It is a cube about smaller than palm size. It just fits in the middle of your palm. And you see that all sides of this cube have these curving patterns that almost look like ripples through it. Whenever this was made, it was clearly taken into a deep consideration. Each side does have, actually one side, the bottom from where it hangs on like this necklace, it's on like a little like chain pouch. It does have a sigil in it with a few very small precious gems in it. And this metal is mimics almost like gunmetal, but gunmetal has this kind of bluish greenish tint to it. This one has a bit more of a purplish reddish tint, which makes it just slightly different. So you can tell it's the look, at least itself, is similar to gunmetal, except the undertone of it. But you're not entirely sure what the original metal for this is.
He kind of examines it as he's looking the metal over and kind of looks to Fenris and goes, do we have an idea of what this is? Because if it's a metal...
Well, roll the crafting check. You have not rolled that yet. This is just what you see visually.
Yeah, he's confirming to get an idea with Fenris of if he knows.
Fenris is like, I do not know what this is made of.
Oh boy,
it's old.
Everything's old. Yeah, sure. 17.
17. That is very good. With a 17, I will say this metal, because you have worked so much with metals and constructing and creating things, you have read of a metal that's similar to gunmetal, but it's called fire steel. And these metals are usually developed deep underground. They're a staple of dwarf mining communities. It is very dangerous to get. It is very old metal. It has existed through history for as long as you can remember reading your books. It's called fire steel. It is made there's not many veins of this ore in the world that is known, and those that are very protected by the community around it, because it is made through a special progress of a pocket of air between two lava rocks that is has been filled with a specific liquid from the byproduct of like melting rock, and you're not entirely sure how it's made, but it is very rare, and it involves lava and cooling and multiple times and melting multiple times that gives it this red coloring, and it makes it that cooling and melting process that comes from it, the natural process that it makes it extra strong. So it is one of the stronger metals out there. And the gems that you see They just seem to be precious gems. These are red. You can assume that them to be rubies. They're very, very small. And they're almost inlaid into this symbol at the bottom. Well, not almost. They are inlaid. There we go. And this ripple, it's very hard to get such a soft ripple because it literally looks like the metal itself rippled and then it stayed in that form. So it's a very smooth. It's a very smooth carving, if possibly the only way you can think of that was made was carving.
I think Anthony kind of turns it over and kind of looks at Fenris. I'll need 2 things, and they should be easy to obtain. Because buyer steel is impossible to come by on the surface. I know this. I've been a merchant for a long time, and 500 platinum for a small metric ton is reasonable, but not attainable.
Mm-hmm.
I need patinas, particularly in the red to orange hues. If you can get greens and blues hues, that will help. I also need some dyes. Just get a standard rainbow color, I suppose, set.
What type of dye?
Hair, maybe. You can't dye my hair. I've tried. It doesn't hold other people's hair.
I'm aware, yes. I probably have hair dye in the shop somewhere. If not, Adore probably have some. You need dye and
Patinas.
Probably
Yes.
get that from the smithy.
I'm guessing the smithy will have some. Should charcoal too, but I can pull that from a fireplace. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
So charcoal, patitas, dye.
Rubies points to the rubies. Small ones, or at least garnets, if you can't. They look the same under the light.
You see Fenris, he's behind his desk, and you don't see him take out any keys, but you do hear the jingle of them as he kind of bends down and opens the drawer. You hear a few more clickings, and then takes out a bag. He opens it and not like throws it, but splays it on his own desk, and you see there's just different sized gems of various colors.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of. Do you have a? He kind of takes his thumb and measures them out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he picks them out that way.
Yeah.
It's a
You
very
find-
old practice.
Yeah, you find what you need. There's like, you're gonna owe me back pay for that.
I'm just gonna give. Yes. Okay. Yes. Oh. Dahlia, not Dahlia. Dahlia. Can you get her a job in that fancy hotel as a maid, just so we can have an income?
You see him kind of, you see him kind of like considering a few things in his head, almost like making the plans, like, I could get her a job by tonight.
You are fantastic and a master at your craft.
Yeah.
Kind of just squeezes his shoulders. All right, patinas, blacksmith. Hands the cube back over.
Do you need to go to the blacksmith themselves? I don't have any forging or crafting equipment here.
I honestly just need a crucible. I just need to melt a few things.
Again, blacksmith.
I don't want to take the cube from you.
Oh. Yeah, you can't take the cube.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to craft everything here and then move over to the smith, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Your shop is going to be a hot mess for about 4 hours.
My shop?
Kind of
There's
pushes
fire
things.
downstairs. You can
That's
go
not hot
downstairs.
enough, and there's kids down there. I do not
I
want them to touch
don't
my
have
stuff.
any fire here. There's no
It's-
kids downstairs.
There's a young Orshkis lad downstairs with his parents.
Oh. They're somewhere else.
No. Well, then he takes all the stuff. Why didn't you say that? Goes downstairs.
You were downstairs. Oh, give me a second. And you see him moving some boxes, like lifting heavy things and just taking a crowbar and opening a box that's you see full of hay, and then he takes a basket, empties it from like what he was displaying in the shop, and shows you these large pincers with the where you melt the metal. Just hands it to you. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you have the blacksmith deliver everything here? I do not want to leave this unattended.
Sure. You're gonna have to owe me some back pay for this, so.
Look, you're lucky this shop hasn't blown up. I think that's payment enough.
You'll have a lot more to deal than this guy if you blow up my shop.
You're right. Probably like 5 tea dinners and stuff. Takes everything downstairs. Thank you.
Yeah. Then you go downstairs. Annalise, is there any specific conversation that you're having with Adore? She has sat down with you, and you see that she's taken out a little journal, and she starts sketching what you're going to look like. And it's this kind of like sweetheart neckline dress made of like fine blue silks that have this faded not fade, ombre, there you go, ombre color, from deep dark up at the bodice to a lighter blue and a white at the edges. It's like, I have the perfect fabric for this. So it's enchanted magically, right? And so the edges look like they're moving and flowing, almost like the white foam of a wave. We're gonna make it look fantastic, dear.
Don't worry, I mean, you always look absolutely beautiful, so I trust you completely, you know.
Good.
You know, I was thinking as well, if you're going for a siren look, maybe like, you know, play about with our makeup a little, make it look like scales coming down the side, almost sort of like, you know, like a siren mermaid type of, like, you know, magical thing.
How about we're gonna put pearls on your skin. Small ones, half
on my
cut.
skin.
On your skin.
Okay.
Around the high points of your face. Around the eyes to bring more focus on them. Now, a siren's not only about the voice, which you already have. It's about the eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul, and you can pretend to have any soul you want if you know how to look.
You need to teach me this then. Like what do I do with like my like stare, or is that a bit too much?
All right. So, have you heard the term siren eyes?
Let's go with no.
Right. So there's a way to staring, right? We have Doe Eye, and you see her, there's just this shift in her body language and her face, and her eyes are big and bright and sparkly and very playful and innocent looking, and she has this sweet look.
Oh, I could do that one. That's
This is Doe Eye. This is perfect for those looking for an innocent touch. Now, Siren Eyes, and you see her change, and her eyes become like, it's not magic, it's just the way she stares at you. They're half-lidded, like bedroom eyes, and her lips are slightly open. The way she sits is very graceful and like straighter to kind of be like a little, not above someone, but like as they're slightly staring up into something that's more ethereal. And she looks at you. Now this is the look that you are going for. Seductive, mysterious, alluring.
What? What do you want me to do? I will do anything for you right now.
Oh, I know. I want you to learn how to do this.
Okay.
You're going to look through your lashes, look up through your lashes at them.
Like, Okay, I can do that.
Tilt your head down slightly and just look up. Alluring, think of that you are trying to entice the most beautiful person you have ever seen. Trying to entice them into your clutches. To make them do whatever it is that you want, because you have that power. And you know you have that power. And you're going to use it for your own selfish needs. This person who thinks they are above you are nothing but your pawn, Annalise. The first step to this is to know, not believe, but to know that you will always be a step ahead of them, that you are in control no matter what appearance you're putting on. You are not the pawn here, you are not the puppet, you are the puppet master.
Okay. Yes.
With that confidence, you'll be able to achieve whatever you want.
No, this is good. This thing is, since they're out of earshot, I am nervous about this. This person has been involved in some... You're not daft. You know we're on a job.
I do.
This person has been involved in shady things. This is not a case of enticing a stranger in a bar. This is a case of if something goes wrong at any point, people could be in danger. But you can put me in pretty dresses, put pedals on me, give me wonderful instruments. We need to keep this person here. We need to keep him there in that place. We need backup plans for our backup plans.
I understand. I will say this, darling. With any job, there will always be danger. Always. There's no way to minimize the danger to zero. But there are ways to minimize said danger. Now, are you trying to have this man be in a location of your choice?
Yes, we are.
Right. To do a performance, correct?
Yes, he is into the finer arts. We think that, putting on something that is put as one night only, something unique, something exciting, he would want to be able to be part of that, to witness it himself.
All right. So, what we're going to do, I will lend you my aid free of charge because you're my little Annie. I will make sure that word spreads around town of you. And I may have a few friends that might attend that could help minimize that damage, at least to the ongoers, the onlookers, the general populace that are in this place.
Yes.
And darling, while you are going to be the siren, the treasure beneath the waves, deep, dark dangers dwell beneath the waves, and I will not leave you unarmed. You will be as dangerous as you will be beautiful.
Annalise will kind of take her hand there and just give it a little squeeze. I know I can count on you.
You can. Now, we will get you prepared for this. If you have any needs of anything else, let me know and I'll see what I can do. But I'll leave the preparing of your job to you. I'm going to go get some fabrics, get a tailor friend of mine to work on a little bit of a expedited job. And don't worry, I know your measurements.
Yes, I'm aware that you know my measurements. Wait, you took measurements?
Well, taking involves a much more boring. I can tell people's measurements just by a look. And I've hugged you, that's enough. My skills are endless, dear. Anyway, she'll close her journal. I have a date with a tailor.
Good luck. I will see you later on.
Oh, trust me, I don't need luck. I will see you later. She'll get up and leave. And you'll be left there. There's just Tasha's or Mama has come out with some foods and some snacks for everyone, some teas. But it's just you there. And at that, let's take our mid-time break. There's a few minutes early, but from that we can recuperate and see what we're going to do next.
Sounds good. All right, everybody, we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute break, so don't go nowhere. Let's just grab a drink, grab a friend, or visit hypegoblin.com to see all the different ways that you can support this game and others like it on the channel, and we'll see you shortly. Everybody wave, bye-bye!
So, as we come back, you have been given the job and you have prepared. Titus has been slightly modified to prevent immediate recognition of who he is. Frank or Anthony is making use of this time. You were introduced to the smithy, and they have let you work there if you need anything there. Should you wish, the Patina's crucibles, Fenris will come with you to keep the necklace within vision. But he is aware that possibly the best place to do this is not at his very much wooden shop. Annalise, you are waiting to be dressed to the nines the next night. And Dahlia, it is not long into the day, maybe late afternoon, evening, that you are giving a set of clothes. They are plain but smart. No skirts, as skirts can drag around dirt. And this establishment is a very high-ranking one. You're giving a nice shirt and a vest that match with slacks that match. And you are introduced to Julia. She is a dwarvish woman, hair very well maintained, kind of like that Brazilian blowout type deal with a few braids on it. Her beard is very well kept, oiled wax. She's got decorations, not too much to bring the attention just to her, but to have a good presenting face. As she does take care of the staffing and the front of house here. But you will get word that other workers don't necessarily know why you're here, other than that you're a new hire. But Julia does. She can take you through most things. And you will be taken to the second floor of this area, which has about the same layout as the first floor, except it is storage and worker bedrooms and kitchens and pantries, and where everything else is done to take care of the guests underneath, which is a slight difference. Usually you'll have the guest at a higher level and this there, but it seems that this works out for them because the main piece de resistance of the house is the bottom and all of the lovely rooms it has. But she will take you to one of the worker rooms. Like, if you need to stay here for a night, you can definitely do that. But here are your clothes. You are known to the other hires as a new hire. Would you like us to use your name, Dahlia, or any other name?
I mean, I don't have any names other than that, so I suppose that'll be fine.
All right, dear. So, if you have any questions about how anything works, I can help you, or the other hires. You will have access to certain rooms as you are part of the cleaning crew. So we just have to make sure that the guests aren't in their rooms anymore as we go pick up things behind them. And you will also be working partially in the room service group, so they can order food from the kitchens here, and it'll be taken to them. All right?
All right.
All right. And she will give you a set of keys, 15 keys. 9 of those are for the bottom. And the other 6 are going to be for like pantries and kitchens and service quarters. But the other 9, which are marked with room numbers, are for the rooms. Now, any cleaning supplies and carts and new sheets, new pillows, stuff like that will be over in the closet. It's rather large. But if you need any help, just let me know, dear. All right?
Thank you. I should be able to manage.
All right. If you need me, I'll be up front. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of walks off. And she does have the same clothes as you, except her shirt color is different. And it's a bit more, her own vest is a bit more embellished. So it's the higher ranking of the staff, basically. But she will be out front. The hotel itself right now, because there are so few rooms, it's not like it's overcrowded. And there are no dining areas here. They'll often send people to, I believe I called it, I did not write my names down, which is bad, the Black Tankard. And while they do also have rooms, it's more for people of very workers of sorts, but their main hall is much more lavish than the other tavern in town. It does have a stage for performance. Their selection is a bit more high-end, and they have worked with the manor to just pass guests between them, so for food services, drink services, and entertainment purposes. You have been giving your outfits, you have been giving the keys. Is there anything you would like to do? Anything you would like to suss out in the manor? So,
yeah, she wants to start her workday and see if she can get access to the room.
all right. You will be working with other staff members, and there is like a system. The first rooms are being cleaned first, and you will be working with another person. It's usually 2 people per room. With you is a half-orcish gentleman, slender, hair shaved down on the sides, a little longer on top, slicked back, very smart looking, but they're pretty quiet. They're just let you know, like, if you need any help, let me know. But they will go in. There you have basically a cleaning cart of sorts. So it's disguised to more of like those tea carts. So it's a little bit nicer looking. But you will start cleaning certain rooms. You're not cleaning every room, but you are taking care of the left side of the manor, which if we're looking at the map, it's the northern part. And make me a... Where are you in here? Let me look at the walls. Make me a society check as you are going through this. I will let you know. I will let you use society or performance, up to you, to kind of fit in with the staff.
I'll use performance then.
Okay.
That was just as bad. 12.
Okay. With a 12, as you're starting to clean the rooms, you do start, it does take a bit longer. And you do bump into a few of the guests, and maybe bring a little bit more attention to yourself than you want it. It seems that this gentleman, his name is Carlos, kind of has to pick up the slack, and he's kind of explaining to you over again how to fit the sheets, what to put on there. We have to refresh this, we have to make sure the bathrooms are clean. But it is, you are still able to fit in with the guests. The DC was 10. And you passed it. Sorry, with the staff. Roll me an investigation check. See if you can determine what room is your target room. Well, not investigation, to be perception, I believe.
That is a natural 1. I will spend a hero point to reroll that.
You can spend a hero point to reroll that. You can also use physical dice should you wish.
14.
14. That's not bad. That's good. As you're looking, with your past, you are aware certain markers that tell people apart in their belongings. You know, that a lot of wealthy people will have seals and signets that identify their own stuff, so that if taken, it can be brought back to them, or they can be like, hey, yeah, that's mine. See, it has my little signet. And a lot of these rooms do have that, not all of them. But you do notice that the room in the back that faces the pond and the lake. Let me open this up for you. Oh, that was loud. It has a double bed, and it has nice trunks. You are cleaning around, and you are aware of a letter on the desk that does have the name Ulrich Zavos.
I don't see anything in the room though where I think things could be hidden.
I will put it in thievery because it is pertaining hidden spots.
Okay. 20.
A 20? That's really good. As you go into this room, you see just the base trunk where guests can keep their things. Hidden, you will find, especially with a 20, that this room is connected to the room next to it through a hidden door in the wall. As well, in the trunk, there is a false bottom. And underneath, you do see a what's it called? I guess luggage that is at least maybe hidden. You're not sure, as it was covered by the bed sheets and is pushed towards the back, but stored there.
Do I know who's staying in the other room, or if there is a guest in the other room?
You are not sure.
Okay. Then yeah, she'll just continue on.
All right. Is there any other area that you're curious to look at?
Are both of the men staying in this room?
In this room, with your roll, I would say you only see sign of one person staying here.
Okay, is there any way that she could get a look at the books on her way out of where the other person is staying?
Yeah, you could talk to Julia.
Okay, then yeah, she'll do that and ask where the associate's staying and see if they're in that connected room.
Mm-hmm. And she will let you know, yes, they do have a connecting room.
Okay.
And they should be staying there. Something about security purposes, I'm not exactly sure.
Thank you.
Of course, dear.
That's it.
Okay. Now, your shift does end around midnight. Now you can stay here, or you can go back to where you were originally staying. That is up to you.
She will be meeting up with the group, but she'll probably be going back in to stay the night there.
Okay. Then are you all meeting back again at the little hidden room in the shop? The rest of you are going to stay there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before they kind of all congregate, Anthony will pull Annalise out to one side, just collecting things he would need to make things. You did fabulously. I'm very proud of your I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. You did good. You did well, and I think you'll do a good job.
Well, thank you. I don't remember the last time somebody was proud of me.
Well, that's a shame, because people should be immensely proud of what you do.
Well, thank you, Anthony, and thank you for all that you are doing for everybody here as well. I think that your group of people, it may have been easy for you to just carry on running through those woods, but you came back, you helped people. This is good.
It's what they need to do. On that note, you use fire as part of your magics, yes?
I could probably use some fire, sure.
I'm asking you not to. There are people within our family, our group, that has an aversion to it.
Oh, of course. I can avoid fire.
Just... if it's an emergency, yes, use it, but please try to avoid it.
Yes, I use small bouts of fire, but I can just avoid that. Thank you for letting me know. I
Of
would
course.
not want to cause any issues for anybody. But yes, emergencies, I may light the place on fire.
I have severe PTSD around ghouls, so I may freeze up in battle at times should we encounter that specific undead.
Okay, got it. So no ghouls, no fire.
Well, you should know these things. You are working with us, and I assume you will continue to work with us when we leave.
I have not put much thought into it, to be honest. You mentioned wanting to leave, and I understand, of course, but I definitely... The places that you and your friends want to go are places that people have not been able to travel to, not for a very long time. And before you came, I found myself speaking to people in the Serpents and saying how we can't just sit around and live like this anymore. What we're doing, we should not have to do. We need people who can put an end to this. So I would be a fool and a coward if I did not go with you to potentially stop all this from happening. I would love to accompany you and your friends if they will all have me.
Well, I'm saying you're coming, and I'm not giving them a choice.
Oh, are you like group leader here? And you like...
No, I'm just
okay.
the most senior person, and they tend to ignore me most times.
That is fair enough.
You hear him say that, and to you, he looks very young. Like baby blue-eyed drow young. And you know drows usually come into the red eyes after their first century.
Right. So you are most mature in group.
I'm the most logical in the group.
That okay? That seems... Of course. Okay, yes. You seem like most logical in group.
I wasn't... right, I wasn't always a elf. I was a person. Of course I'm a person. I was human. I died.
What? Okay, so you were human and then you died. And now you are not human, but you are alive?
I'm an elf and I'm alive.
Okay.
I just shed my human form because I died. Like a snake.
You can shed your skin like snake? Like...
Yes, kill me and I'll become something else. It's weird.
Make a deception check. Annalise, if you like to try and see through it, you can make a... Gosh, I always get society and diplomacy confused, so give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
11. I think it's society to suss out.
It's society. It's gonna be society.
Society.
Dahlia, do you get the feeling that someone just said a string of words so preposterous that it just wants to make you laugh? Like, group leader.
No, because I haven't said anything for at least 5 minutes.
No, not you. Like someone somewhere else.
Yeah, Anthony's lying.
What did you roll? Just for
11.
the viewers. And Annalise, what did you roll?
19.
I was human, but my husband pulled me out from the grasp of death into he motions to himself, a drow form. And resurrection has its own quirks and drawbacks.
You see, that is quite a big difference between shedding your skin, turning into something else. Because, I'm really curious, and I drink a lot, and I could have quite easily been like, oh, let's see what you're going to turn into next time, So these differences, they're important.
I don't think you can hit me. Nobody has been able to hit me for a very long time, except for Bahir, but that's more of swallowing me, but that's another story.
You would have swallowed? Oh, never mind.
Twice.
You know what, Titus? I think I am starting to get that feeling too.
Right?
Anyways, Annalise, I'm welcoming you in with a cautious optimism. Betray me and anyone in this group, and soon we'll use your bones as lockpicks. Simple as that.
Anthony, I understand the need to protect those around you. You have my word that I will not intentionally do anything to harm them. As long as I have your word that you will listen. When we are dealing with some of these things, the world is not as you left it. People are not the same as they were. If I say that we can't do something or we can't go somewhere, I need you to respect that and to not go against that. And know that if I say we cannot go somewhere, it is because you and your group are in danger. And I am in danger, and everyone is in danger. This is not a safe space, especially for those of us who have any form of magic.
I will promise up to the point. I cannot promise it anymore.
She'll hold a hand out to Anthony as if to shake his hand.
He'll give you a wary look as Soon kind of pops up on his shoulder. He'll take it and turn her hand over, gently clasping it. Is it a promise both ways then?
It is a promise both ways.
I need 2 things from you real quick.
Of course you do.
I need to get a letter to a ship captain.
Okay.
2 ship captains. And I'm guessing your serpent group will have connections to these captains. One
Yes.
is named Bullseye, one is named Remy. I need letters to them, seeing if they can dock in the Firth at the base of the mountains.
Okay. Yes, it is not like my specialty when it comes to them, but we do have people that, of course, work in that sort of side. I'll say to fairness, we'll get those out with the next lot of jobs. Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
Did you mean Rem?
I think that's Rem.
He's actually a bartender. Or at least when we knew him.
Anthony couldn't remember.
Oh.
He just needed the letter out. Break a leg, I think it's the turn. As he turns around with a box full of chalk and heads inside.
Anthony, as you were, after working your magic, so to speak, creating this replica, can you make me a crafting check?
Yes, I can do that. 15.
Yeah, 15. With a 15, by the end of the day, you're able to create a pretty convincing replica. Unless it's someone that is definitely a craftsman, more of a master craftsman, it is hard to tell the difference between the original and the fake. You have used a method of patinas and electroplating to make regular steel look like fire steel. Now, it is a bit delicate as, one good scratch, and you can tell that it is not all the way through. But you have made a pretty convincing replica.
He'll go to the others after he heads down and kind of hold out his hands. I am a master of my work, as promised.
Look, I'm telling you, you should allow me to re-roll that, Titus. That was not a fair call on your part.
The dice tell the story, my dear. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, it's
doing?
Oh,
nothing.
nothing.
It's still not
You're
fair that
being nerds.
Go away. It's still not fair that I rolled 3 natural ones in a row.
That's
I think I should get. It is not. That is incredibly improbable that would happen 3 times in a row and with advantage.
Listen, you have been very bad with perception these last couple of sessions. I just think it's very natural form that you would roll 3 ones in a row.
That's terrible rolling. You should reconsider your dice.
Get out of here. What do you want?
I made a cube. He holds up the fake cube.
Let me see that. So, is this what I'm supposed to replace the other one with?
Yes.
Or do we
It's
need...
not magical.
Right. So what do we do if the other one doesn't look anything like this? We still don't know that.
Well, we run. Get out of here. I don't know. This is the best plan we have. We don't have time to plan more.
How long did it take you to make this?
5 hours. Patinas are very hard to exact the science of fire steel, and fire steel is impossible to come by.
All right, then we'll make it work. So, there's a few places in the room that things could be hiding. I'll have to get in there without anyone being in there, so... Here's hoping that works.
Annalise will be singing, you'll be doing what you do best, Dahlia, and Titus and I will watch from a vantage point. How's that?
It is what it is what it is. Keep an eye on our bard. I'll do my job. If I get
Alright.
caught, get out of town.
You know where we're meeting?
No.
He'll kind of pull out a small map and point towards the southern point where the mountains kind of meet the inlet of the map. We'll head towards this point.
Once you get there, don't wait more than 24 hours for me. If I don't show up, leave. If I'm caught, I'm likely not following. You understand, right?
I hear your
Anthony,
concerns and
it's not-
accept them.
if I get caught in there, you do not come after me. This isn't like before. You get across
You're
the ocean.
you're asking me to return to your lady empty-handed. She'll kill me. You understand that, right?
And she understands the risks that I go through. If I die, I die. But if we all die, then there's no one that gets over there and tells them what happened to us. So you continue on without me. Both of you. And she'll look at Titus too.
Don't need to go back for you. We're going to have a very successful operation.
You two are trying my patience.
I'm being sincere.
Worst case, get him out of here, okay? Best case, we all walk out together and they don't even know it was us.
Fine.
I cannot make this promise.
You're going to, or we're not doing the job. And we will walk our way across this continent without any magical assistance. I am not budging on this, Anthony.
You can escape. I'm not worried about that. But I will not be asked to leave you behind. Not again.
Then we need to form a different plan, because if I don't know that you are all out of here if I get caught, I'm not going in, Anthony.
I promise to get to the Firth.
Good enough.
Now, what vantage points do you think Titus and I have? Should we go into the bar together? Should someone sit outside? I would be open to ideas.
Well, the bar has a back area that we could probably access.
That could work.
Could bill ourselves as Annalise's roadies and manager. Give us some time to hang around back there without much suspicion.
We'll need to dress you up.
No.
I don't think that'll be necessary. The help usually doesn't wear very interesting clothing.
If we are going to be the front men, so to say, we do have to look the part. We don't need to look as fabulous as Annalise. Simple black and white tie.
Draws the hood over his head. Draws his hood over his head. Security. It would give me a reason to keep my weapons.
I think the less you two stand out looking nice, the better.
Let me be edgy and stand in the corner, sulking.
If you're going to be edgy standing in the corner, you're taking Soon, at least on your shoulder, in your hood.
Soon's a bit of a eye catch, don't you think? Automaton in a world full of not them.
That's why he'll hide in your hood. Besides, he will be a good alarm system for you. I have Julian, should I need to really get into a scrap, but I don't want to pull him out as he's not complete, nor is he physical. I'd rather not electrocute a room entire full of people. That would be bad.
Annalise, do you think you can handle having Peanut with you for the night? You can pass him off as your beloved and pampered pet. He's used to it from my patron.
I am pretty sure that Peanut can stay with me. Peanut will be safe, do not worry. When it comes to the performances as well, Adore is going to come with me. And she also has other people who can come in as well. Means we will be fine there. What I am concerned about is you. We need a way of letting you know if things have gone south, if you need to get out of there.
If I see Mark make a move for the door, I can slip out the back and I can head to that side and start pelting windows with rocks to warn you to get out.
All right.
Or I could just launch an arrow through. That's a lot faster.
I'd prefer you don't accidentally hit me. I would like to make it out. I don't intend on staying. Or leaving my blood behind.
Spoil my fun, why don't you?
Save it for when we're safe back at home.
Fine. But when you hear those rocks, you amscray, okay?
All right.
Or I'll throw Soon through the window. That'd be funny, yeah?
No, he would like it too much. Please do not throw my robot.
Idea. If it comes.
No. Kind of just puts a hand on Titus's face. No.
What? You don't know what I'm thinking. No one knows what I'm thinking.
I don't need to know what you're thinking to know it's going to end with my robot through some window.
You won't technically go through a window. Anyway, we have a plan. We have to set up. Mic check is in an hour.
Yes, we have a plan. Let's go find the door, make sure we're all ready. We go set it up. I think this is going
Still
to
the
be
night
fine.
before. You're good.
That's the one I before. Okay.
Okay. Maybe panicked there. You said an hour, and I was like, I thought it was the night
I thought it was the
before.
next day, honestly.
It is the next day. It is currently the night before the big night. Yes.
No,
You know, since it's currently the night before the big night, we could just we have time. Why don't we
I
we
baked.
go relax for a bit?
oh, yes, I've been cooped up in here all day. That's not good for anyone's psyche.
I think it's better if I'm not seen with y'all. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to the manor and to my room and
Are
pretend
you
to be the
allowed to
help.
bring food?
I'll pick myself up something.
Wait. He goes into the kitchen, pulls out a sandwich, and hands it to you. It's just ham and cheese on sourdough bread.
Thanks.
I made it. He looks very pleased with himself.
I've got some leftover cookies. They're a little stale, but dip them in milk and they're all good.
I'll pick up some stuff on my way. Thank you all.
Peanut, don't follow Mom. You with me tonight. Come on.
Peanut just jumps up onto your bed, spins around a few times, and just full on lays out.
Oh, that's not your bed anymore, Annalise. You're gonna have to find somewhere else to sleep tonight.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine. This
If
is clearly his bed.
If you feel yourself being smothered in the middle of the night, just roll him over. Sometimes he tries to flop right on your face.
He's like a cat. It's weird.
Well, his best friend is a shadow cat.
Yeah. I thought he looks too soon. Not soon was his best friend.
No, Soon's my best friend.
Oh. I'm glad we sorted that out.
Dahlia, you can go back to the manor and stay in your servants' quarters, so to speak. You do have a few other roommates. While the rest of the town is now shut down, you can probably go by the kitchen of the manor and grab a few,
No, I can't. I'm not allowed out of the target's room. Help.
open the door.
She's
There you
actually
go.
going.
You're allowed now.
She's actually going to go through the market and buy a few things from the vendors. She's going to listen for any gossip there, and then back in the servants' quarters, she will take out the items that she purchased and share them with her roommates.
Okay. It is nighttime, so the vendors aren't there at the moment. It's
Okay.
something that we can do the next day in the morning. And you, what did you say you're doing with the other workers? Apologies.
Oh, she was just going to share food and gossip with them, but she'll probably just go to bed if she doesn't have anything to endear herself to them.
Okay. You can grab food from the kitchen.
It's not the same. It's fine.
It's okay. You can do this. We'll say we'll do this the next day. Just the next day. It is bright and early in the morning. You have been woken up by Cautious, who you hear her voice like, "Everyone wake up, breakfast is ready. Don't sleep the day away. You're busy today. You're busy, busy, busy bees."
Anthony turns his head. Titus has been just sitting at the desk. He might have just fallen asleep there.
Anthony will kind of stand up, pick Titus up, and put him in bed, pull the covers over him, and kiss the top of his head.
As he pulls away, Titus's eyes are open, staring at him.
Go back to sleep.
We have a busy day today.
You smell
Kind of
fresh
puts a hand
coffee.
on his face. Go back to sleep.
And you hear a knock on the door of the room. You've noticed that this side of the hideaway has been left empty just for you. You don't know if it's on purpose or you just got lucky. But you hear a knock at the door.
Hello.
Hi, dear. Adore came by very early this morning to drop these off, and you see that she has a brown paper covered like package, just like square, rectangular. It's about 2 to 3 inches thick.
Oh, thank you very much. Have you started breakfast? Because I can make some eggs for everybody.
Darling, breakfast is started. People are eating. You don't come in here trying to take over my house. Don't.
Oh no, I just want to pay back.
No. You will
She'll just lean over and kiss her cheek. Thank you.
Oh dear, you're welcome. You are a guest here, and you will be treated as such.
Oh, may I make a request?
Of course, dearie. What can I do? Oh, I like your new hair. So dapper, so handsome. And she pinches your cheek.
Thank you. I thought it was getting a little bit long, and it's getting warmer, I think.
Oh, it's getting colder, really, but...
Poor decisions made all around then.
A good scarf will help you. It's no worries.
Some lemon, honey, and ginger tea for our dear Starling. We have a operation tonight, and we need to keep her throat moist.
Why is there so much noise? I am still sleeping.
Annie, dear, it's time to wake up.
Oh, you always wake me up so early.
You see her walk in and just kind of sit at the edge of Annalise's bed. It is a busy day. You can't sleep the day away.
I have only ever once slept the day away, and to be fair, I made up for it at night.
I have
I'm
the
getting up,
perfect thing for this.
She just gives you a look.
Titus was about to pick Peanut up, hold Peanut's face close to Annalise's face, and there's just a tongue that comes out.
Okay, I'm up, all right.
I'll bring you that tea, dear.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
He'll take Soon from Titus's shoulder and kind of turn him over and tap the bottom. And the bright gem that used to work about 8 years ago falls out. We can sell this.
It's a little cracked, but
Actually, I might be able to use that.
Oh, well, here.
Thank you.
Closes Soon back up, puts him down.
Annalise will take Peanut from Titus. Be like, I said I would look after Peanut, and Dahlia scares me, so I'm just going to make sure I'm looking after Peanut.
If you bribe Dahlia with
the black flagon, that's what I named it, not the black flask. My bad.
There's just kind of a small smile that crosses Anthony. Bribe Dahlia with tea, she'll open right up.
Make a deception check.
I
know Dahlia does drink tea.
Before
I thought you said cheese.
Honestly, cheese will bribe most people, if not all.
I'm fairly convinced cheese can.
Even the lactose intolerant.
Lactose intolerant people fear nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I get a little passionate about milk and dairy products.
That's fair.
Did you still want me to look wrong? Because Dahlia does drink tea now.
I know, but you're not asking. You're not saying that she drinks tea. You're saying that you can bribe her with tea.
That's true.
You can make a society check if you'd like, Annalise.
Hey. Oh no.
16 from Anthony.
Yeah, you can.
13.
You can bribe Dahlia with tea. She loves drinking tea.
Okay, so tea. So I give her tea, and then she's like not going to be so scary, and it's like,
right, yes.
No. Okay, I could do that. I could get her tea. That seems like an interesting bribe. It's not what I would have gone for. Okay, tea.
She loves it.
Speaking of tea, dear, here's your honey lemon tea. It's good for your throat. It'll prepare it for your singing. Your redheaded friend, the Valentine, said you needed it.
Thank you. I will drink it. My throat is fine though. My throat is wonderful. It's perfect. It's like a gift.
It is very much so. You always grace us with your lovely music.
That is well, yes.
All right. Breakfast is ready. Everyone come out before it gets too cold. And you will see that there are, again, the same pale elven gentleman, the dark-skinned, curly-haired woman that still seems to be writing feverishly. You see the half-giant man, and you see Devona. Are you opening the package that you got, Anthony?
Yes, he's forgotten he's had it with him, but he'll open it once he sits down.
Yeah. As you open it, it is a stack of papers, and you see in this flyer of sorts, this lovely etching of very alluring eyes. And it says, for one night and one night only, experience the alluring talents of the siren at the Black Flagons tonight at 8 p.m. And there's a little, almost like sticky note, but it doesn't have the sticky part. Just says, just building up your reputation. And there's an A with a heart next to it.
Adora would have been very complimentary in the Kalish's courts, but, here we are. It kind of shows the poster to everybody.
You see the poster, and the eyes are actually very, very similar to Annalise's.
Well, he'll grab a plateful of food, put it into a sandwich form, a very haphazard sandwich form. I'm gonna go post these around town. You two have fun. Do not misbehave. Looks too soon. And then to Peanut, watch them.
Oh, I was gonna ask for a stack of those myself so that I can hand them out in the market square.
Oh, divides them and hands some to Titus.
I think that may be a good idea if both of you hand them round. If I'm going to try and even with hair and outfit and stuff, I might still look similar to me. So maybe I should not be wandering around just in case. Make it look more mystical. I could stay here and just, I guess I better.
You have to get ready.
I guess, yes, I should go get ready. That's fine. And, I should walk Peanut. We walk dogs, don't we?
Well,
I should walk
from
Peanut.
what I understand, Peanut's type dog.
Is there little baggies?
I mean, you could do the papoose thing.
You still have to exercise him.
Yeah,
Anthony knows nothing about dogs.
Listen,
But
Annalise, just take him outside, play with him for a few minutes, up to an hour, give or take. He'll tuck himself right out. Afterwards, he'll reach into his bag and pull out the corgi Bjorn. You can set him in this and walk around town for a bit longer. If he does use the bathroom, you might need to pick it up, and he'll reach again into his bag. Here are some gloves and a waste bag, so you can throw that out later. Some dog treats.
Okay, got it.
And his leash.
Oh, got it. Okay, I
He
think I'm ready.
cannot blink.
Oh. Yes.
You can't blink? Is there an eyelid issue there? Or
Peanut taps his chest.
You just see him just pop out of existence and blink back into existence in Titus's arms.
Oh, yes. No. We cannot do that. No. Okay.
Yes, do not encourage this behavior while we are here.
That's his that's one of the triggers. You call his name, you tap your chest twice, and he will know to blink there.
Okay.
He's very well trained. Scratch.
I mean, that is quite good. If things get really bad and we need to escape, I know I can get them out quickly. That's
He blinked out of a vortex once. That was pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Yes.
As you are planning on how you will take care of Peanut, Dahlia. you are up early in the morning as you work here, and you should be up early before the guests. You are put on grocery duty today, as you are sent out during the day, during the morning, to while the shops are just opening, to get produce, meats, and other supplies for the kitchen and needs that the guests will have. And then you will have, after you finish that, you will have an hour break. And then you will continue with cleaning not only up here and downstairs, but start cleaning any rooms that are empty. Okay. Now, you can take this time, should you wish, to view any rumors or gossip. Did I activate the scene? Activate. And you are out there. I will delete. I will leave Annalise here, so you can see the map as well. I'll put you in a corner. But Anthony and Titus as well. You can just let me know where you're passing around, putting flyers and stuff like that. And I will need you to make me just diplomacy checks. I'll repeat this when RJ's back, just to see how friendly and how much attention you gather to this event. If you would like to gather rumors, Dahlia, we can do a bit of RP, or I can just have you roll, whichever you prefer, diplomacy check as well.
Yeah, she's just generally, she's not going to be asking outright so much. She's just going to be generally listening in to what, like, the workplace conversation is, because you can usually pick up a lot about people based on what they're talking about at work.
Okay.
So just trying to see if there's any gossip relating to what they're doing, and then if not, she'll just discard it.
With the people at work?
Yeah.
Doing this? Okay.
Yeah, she'll be listening to her coworkers.
Okay. Roll me perception check.
Perception? Okay.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
There's a man and a woman who, while they're working in the kitchen, as you're putting stuff away, you hear them talking, and then, did you hear that the butcher's wife ran away with another man? Oh my god. I was in the conversation says, changes. You know, I heard there was a ghost ship at the southern coast of Names, that people have seen it, and it just disappears without sight. And you get different rumors, but nothing necessarily pertaining to the guests. While Anthony and Titus, while you're out passing flyers, please roll me diplomacy checks.
Dirty 20 for Anthony.
Diplomacy. 14.
Now, are we just handing out flyers to passerby? What exactly is that you're doing to get ready for this event?
Titus has gotten a small soapbox, like a crate, like an empty crate of vegetables, flipped it over, standing on top of them with the flyers in hand, clears his throat. For one night only at the Black Flagon, beware the siren. Do not fall prey to her enchanting voice, lest you, lest you lose the night. And he will hand out flyers.
Yeah. With the 14, people around the market square do stand up, and they start looking at you as what you're saying, and as they gather around you and start taking flyers, and you start hearing people talking about the siren. Oh, I've never heard anyone like that. It must be a very special event if they're just doing it in one night and then, announcing it the same day. I wonder if there's tickets. I wonder if there's limited. I wonder who will be there. I wonder what she's like. I wonder what they're like. And you get a conversation going about this person.
There is a cover charge of 2 silver at the door. Still, it's a show worth paying the money for. I guarantee it.
2 silver? Ooh, that's not bad. Well, I don't know. I found it a little expensive, especially someone that we don't know. Oh, but no, we can spare it. Oh, maybe not tonight. I think we had plans of dinner, and that you just kind of hear people talking about the event itself. Anthony, what are you doing to garner attention to this?
As he's pulling away from Titus, listening to this in the background, he'll kind of formulate and build off of that, and he'll clear his throat and give a kind of fleur of his hands and turn in a graceful motion and say, From the depths of the sea calls the siren. Listen to her voice tonight at the Black Flagon. Far away and chanting of the royal court, singing her songs, enchanting her, all of you, with her spell. Come to the Black Flagon. As he bows and hands out flyers, suitable for all ages.
Titus turns his head and like side eyes Anthony. Beauty, grace, and talent to the siren at the Black Flagon.
People start just looking between the two Harkers like, oh, is this part of the show? Is this, what are they doing?
Far away across the sea, the lady of the sea calls to you. The siren of far-off lands, enchantress of the Feylands, calls to you. Pulls you in deeper with her beautiful gaze, lovely attire, and music found by all.
Titus will lean down to someone. Please take my flyers. I really need the money, and we're doing it by commission.
They're like, oh, okay, I get it now. And she just takes your flyer. And you see people start separating into two different groups, taking flyers from the two different people.
Please let me win.
I will say with the diplomacy rolls, there is a bigger crowd around Anthony. But with the two rolls, you have successfully put out rumors of the siren and her show tonight at the Black Flagon. Annalise, you are visited by a door here. And she says, darling, come with me. Well, this is not a place to get ready. I will take you to where we need to get ready.
Of course. Let's go. And as she goes to like follow her out, she'll kind of like look over to Davina, who's still sitting there. Yeah, Davana. Need to at least get that bit right? Yeah. So I'll look over to Davana and just kind of like, she'll just give her a little like nod and a smile as she kind of like heads out. She's being cool. She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool. Davana sees it and she smiles at you. Mm-hmm. And you see her eyes just giving you a once over. And just smiles.
Okay, Laurel, yes, let's go get ready.
So, is there any other preparations in the day that any of you would like to do?
Quickly sprint over to the Black Flagon to tell the proprietor there's a 2 silver cover charge and the proprietor can have all the proceeds.
Shit, have we told the Black Flagon what's happening tonight? Has anyone told them?
I thought y'all did that. Titus.
I didn't do that. As you run to the Black Flagon, you see the owner there, like with the flyers, like, did we hire someone? That's different performance. That was next week. Open mic night is on Friday.
Hello, sorry. So we just put out the word. There's a 2 silver cover charge for the entire night. I'll go to you if you want to staff someone at the front to collect the money. You're looking at me like I have 2 heads.
I didn't know someone was performing here tonight, so I'm just a little confused.
There's just a look of, God damn it. Oh, I thought our people spoke with you about the venue tonight. I apologize deeply that slipped through the communications.
I mean, the flyers are out. Make a society. Friendly NPC society. Diplomacy, that one.
Can I have it at advantage since he's getting all the money anyway?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Yeah.
You promised him silver. Gold, probably.
16.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to get a special selection, special menu. I'll have to write that up, and special drinks. I'll outsource the food. silver cover charge, and you see him counting the tables. Like, okay, we're gonna be at a max capacity probably tonight.
Would there be a way to open up the windows for patio seating? You could get more people in that way.
We can block off that main street at night. That's not usually. We could open the windows. That's fine. Okay. We have
a VIP seating area.
Oh, maybe. I do hear that there are some very influential people in town. If you want to schmooze them up a bit with a front row seat.
Well, we could charge more for the front row seats, actually.
There you go.
Okay, a gold for the front rows, 2 silver for the rest. We can do, it's 4, 8, that's gonna be 16, that's gonna be 20, that's gonna be 28. We got 28 people that we can put in here comfortably, more if need be, but if you want to keep this upscale, we're gonna do 28 max.
I can see what I can do about that, but that sounds fine.
Okay. Is there a special, like, a list of people that are coming that we should keep an eye out?
No, none that come to mind.
Okay.
But news travels.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. We're gonna be close a little. We're not gonna open as early today. What's your name?
Valentine. I'm
Valentine.
security detail for the Siren.
Oh, you have lots of jobs. Didn't you come in here delivering for finance? Doesn't matter. I don't need to ask questions. Don't worry. Just come back before the show.
Titus hands him a gold,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't ask questions.
Hon, I've been in this business for a while. It's fine. Takes the gold anyway. We can come back later. We'll prepare. Checks is gonna be as far as 8 p.m. But come by 6.
You've got it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have some words with our manager. Excuse me.
Yeah. Whatever you need. God, I'm gonna get.
Oh, Frank!
Frank is still in the middle of a crowd just hyping the Siren up, and when he hears his name, he kind of pulls away, says, Tonight, my friends. We'll all speak tonight.
Frank, what do you mean you didn't secure the venue?
I thought that was your job.
You're the manager!
Nobody told me. I assume you got it squared away.
Yes.
Congratulations, you're the new manager.
No. Walks away.
Is there anything else that Dahlia is doing throughout the day?
No.
All right. That's fine. I will put you guys in a map, Annalise specifically, with a door. A door takes you from Fenris shops in a inconspicuous carriage. And you ride to this house that's towards the edge of the small town itself. And it is covered by trees. There's a bit of land around it, so it's separated from other people. And you will see that this manor is quite lavish, not gaudy, but lavish. As you stop, she takes your hand and leaves the carriage. The driver seems to know exactly what to do, turns around and leaves. And she takes you in. It's like, right, so this is where you're going to get ready. I have made sure that everything is set out for you. You will have your own private bathrooms to get ready, a nice room. We will get everything ready. I'm still waiting on a few details to arrive, but it will be here. Do you need any special food? We need to make sure you drink your honey and lemon tea for your voice.
I think I'm good. I'm all good. I'll just put like the clothes on and then I'll just go sing, like regular nights. It'll be fine.
Darling, this is not a regular night, and you're not just singing. This is an experience. All right?
I've got you. I will make it an experience.
And
Make sure people do not ever want to leave.
exactly. So, before your experience, we'll give you an experience to get you in the mindset of the siren. You are lavish, you are pampered. I have set out baths for you, a masseuse, lavish quarters, personal assistants.
I have been like washing myself and dressing myself for a very long time. This is a lot of effort you have gone to here. I'm not saying no, I'm just pointing out the fact.
But darling, this is really just a regular night.
I wish I could live your life sometimes, Adora, I really do.
She takes you by the hand and says, our experiences in life are so different. But I will take you a little sneak peek of my life. Now, come on. Let's get you to the rooms.
I am all yours.
I know. You open up this nice living room area and takes you to what seems to be the master bedroom. It is nicely decorated with dark wood, pillars carved into the wall with a beautiful decorations of flowers and vines. This room itself has a nice big wardrobe, a sitting area next to some bookcases, a door that leads to a study, and another one that leads to a private bath. And she will start shoving you into that private bath and say, we are going to make sure that you feel every bit confident tonight so that we can do this job as best as we can, minimizing the danger. I know this all seems frivolous, my dear, but it is really to prepare you, both mind, body, and spirit, for this job.
Hey, I mean, like, I'm not really complaining at this point. This sounds pretty good. Okay, let's do this. Let's get into this mindset. I make jokes, but I understand why you're doing this. This is important. This puts us in the mindset of someone who, well, is the siren. Because
Exactly.
tonight I am not Annalise.
You are the siren.
Let's do this.
And she will take you into the bathroom. Throughout the day, she will draw a bath for you with the most lavish of body oils and soaps and aromatherapy candles. She will make sure that you are clean head to toe, head massage, make sure that you are. And while there are people running around the house, kind of helping set up certain things, she personally takes care of you. Making sure to talk to you as the siren, not Annalise. And you will be eventually, as the day goes on, put into this lovely dress, these draping silks that change from a deep blue hue to a lighter hue towards the bottom. The bottom frill of this dress is white and has a slight movement that makes it look almost like the whirling waves, the foam. You have a beautiful corset that is set on top, decorated with gold and pearls. Your hair is done up beautifully with baby hairs framing your face, sticking to your skin in swirls to almost give you that fresh out of the sea look. You have this beautiful hairpin that is made of gold, decorated with shells, sapphires, and pearls. She lets you know that in any emergency, it is good for stabbing.
That is good. Good to know.
Your nails will be done, your makeup will be done, and you will see that she will painstakingly take the time to decorate your face with pearls. And she doesn't give you an extravagant makeup look, more this shimmering look, glistening fresh out of the ocean look. And at the end of the night, she pulls you in front of a full body mirror. And you're not sure if it's just how she does things or magic, but you look and feel like a siren. You see yourself, while it is you, this is a whole different person also that you're staring at.
Okay, well, you really are magical, aren't you, Dor?
I am. And for you, I will spare no expense.
Well, I'm sure tonight will be worth it. Let's go and capture an audience.
Yes. And you see that she herself is dressed in very lovely dresses that do accentuate certain features of her. But it is nothing she has purposely dressed, so it does not overshadow you. She's still very beautiful and very alluring. But you are the main star of the show. And she will take your hand and lead you outside, and you see this very beautiful carriage with white stallions at the head of it. And she will open the door for you and help you get up. Tonight, it's all about you.
I'm sure I will try to get used to that.
You will. And she will get in the carriage with you and close the driver will close the door. And we'll set off to the Black Flagon. And we will leave it there today. As various parts of this plans are set in motion, we'll see next week how the siren performs.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will be back next week with another episode of Nexus Adventures, Broken Beginnings. It'll be part 5. Gosh, we're halfway to 10. We're halfway to double digits, y'all. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's episode of Nexus Adventures. Don't forget to leave us a review on your podcast platform of choice. It really helps our show grow. Anthony was played by Jen. Annalise was played by Robin. Lucy was played by Sarah Roberts. Titus was played by RJ. Your GM tonight was Alyssa Vamp. Check out our show notes for cast info and links to the Hype Goblins affiliate sponsors. Codes provided will help further support the show as we purchase new Pathfinder content for the GM and cast. If you'd like to join us for our Patreon-only after show, visit patreon.com/thehypegoblin. This show and others like it are made possible by the generous support of our patrons.